Hello. Hello. Hey, hi, I think the sound's working now. Oh my, so much to learn with this stuff. Um, I'm going to assume that this is working and we will see. So I'm going to try and push on with part two of day six Advent of Code 2025. Made a little bit of progress, I think, in my last video stroke live stream. Um, So I made some changes to sorts of pop-ups from YouTube. Okay, ignore them, and carry on. So I made some changes. So I think, if I recall correctly, it's been a day or two. What we're trying to do is to take this number and then take the numbers in this column. And there's a great deal of lag going on here, so I don't know whether any of this is lining up with whether the video is lining up with the audio. But yeah, then we take this number, so 431, and then 623, and we add those together because we have a plus symbol in that column, and then we do the same for this column. For this column in the same way. So 175. Am I right here? Oh, I'm looking at part one. What? Oh, great start. Well done. And then yeah, so 175, 581. So we're basically looking at the numbers in as if they're in columns. So I think I did use, I don't think, because it's right here. I used chart indexes last time to get the puzzle input into a vec of tuples. So let's have a look just to remind ourselves of what that looks like. Oh, okay, that won't work. So I need to borrow numbers. Let's do that. And yeah, so I've got each of the items in the grid indexed. So at 0 we've got 1, at 1 we've got 2, and so on and so forth. I've also got the white spaces and the new lines, which are also white spaces. I think I've got the new lines. Should have the new lines. Where are the new lines? Have we got to one yet? There's a new line. So yeah, 15 is a new line. So 14, so I think we're looking at 14 here is this little white space on the end there. So basically what my next step is to do is to create some for loops. I've already got some for loops from part one, but I don't think they're going to work for part two. I think, well, at least not as they are. Oh, I've got a warning about something. Second, current stream, the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended user streaming open widget. Warning. Bit rate. We recommend you use stream bit rate of 6800. Oh, I don't know whether I can change that now or not. Settings, streaming. Bit rate. Okay, so 68. I don't know. I don't suppose that will take effect for this video. Hopefully it's okay. We will see. Okay, so let's crack on. So I think, yeah, so a couple of for loops. So I need to for loop over the number of columns. So in this case, with our example input one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for each column, I need to iterate over the number of lines. So in this case, 1, 2, 3. And then I will take the line number, which will be 1 for the first one, and times it by, and then yeah, my innermost loop will be for the number of columns being single column, not a column of numbers. I can't select it, but not like this last column, but this would be like individual columns, like 4, 4, 3, 1, and then build those into a number. I guess I will concatenate the numbers as a string first, and then turn that into a number. So yeah, each of these will need to be built into a string first, and then and then turn them into a number to be able to do the math operations. So I think I need 3 loops essentially. I've got some stuff here from part 1. I don't know how useful any of this is going to be. So column count, which I am imagining will be 4, line count, and width, which I think I created last time. So let's just have a look at the values I've got in there. So 4, line count is wrong because that should be 3 for our example input. And the reason that is now wrong is because I think, yeah, I have a different number of things in my numbers vec. So line count is going to be, can we get that from input lines dot len? Can we do that? Or is it count? It's count. And that gives me an iterator. Or can I just, no, yeah, I do want the, so I want the lines, I want the separate lines. How can I do this without, can I do this without collecting? Returns an iterator over the lines of a string as string slices. Examples. Yeah, so I just want to count an iterator. I think that's, let's have a look. I think that might be right. The len is 4. Line count's 4, so it'll be -1 because the last line is our symbols, so we can just pop a, and that'll always be the case, I think. So that gives us, right, what do we got? What do we got? We've got column count 4, line count 3, and width is 15, which I think we've, yeah, I think that's correct. Because we saw that 15 was the new line. So we actually want, did I say 14 when we had a look? Am I still printing out the numbers? No, I'm not. Let's do, oh yeah, well, I've got a bit of debug in there from last time. So let's just do numbers again. just getting orientated. I think that's the right word. Just getting orientated, and then hopefully we can start making some progress. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our first, yeah, so our first index needs to be 14, and second index will be 28. No, 14. Two times 14 would be 28, which would give me 8, which is not right. So my next index would be after the 3. So we've got the 7, we've got the 2 and the 3. So the next index is 30. Oh, right. So is it 15 then? Is it 14? Gone past it. So 15 is the new line. That's confusing because I would have thought that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 spaces in that gap, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then that's 15. So it's 0 base, isn't it? So that's going to be, so so 15. Bit confusing because I don't know whether my first index should be 14, which it feels like it should be because there's the 4 at 13. 14 is the white space at the end of the line. 15 is my new line. So 14, so for line 2, I would expect to be index 28. But index 28 is a 2. 29 is a 3. And what I actually want is in 30. Do I have different? I wonder if I've got different. And let's have a look at, so 45 would be the next one. No, it's actually 46. So it's 14, 15, 16. Why would that be? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 15. Sorry, 15. 15, 30, and 45. Those would all be 15 apart, but doesn't seem to work. I wonder why. Maybe let's have a look at what I'm getting for the first line. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 is right. That should be white space, yeah. In position 4 is the number 3. Position 5 is the number 2. Position 6 is number 8. And then we have 2 white space, 7 and 8. It's fine. Position 9 is 5, position 10 is 1, 11 is a white space, 12 is 6, 13 is 4, 14 is white space, which is what I want. That's my target for line 1. And then line 2. Okay, yeah, so we have got so we have got 15. Our width is yeah. So at the end of each line, we've got a new line. Okay, I think the light is turning on ever so slowly for me. So we've got 15 characters per line, and I want one less than that on each iteration, I think. So let's have a look. I don't know if I feel like do I comment this out and just do I comment this out and yeah, I think I comment this out and write some new code here and maybe pull some of this into some new for loops. So firstly, I want to do for column because I want to go through each column. And so column is going to be 0. Do I want to reverse the range as well? Yeah, maybe I do. So column will be 0 to column count, which is my symbol's length. So that's going to be 4. We saw that before. So we'll do column count dot reverse that. So here, let's just check that we get what we expect here. And I'm going to, as always, try and take some very small steps. Forgotten an in, and didn't complete that. On count, there we go. Okay, and we're not using some stuff anymore. There is a way of saying don't Rust. Ignore unused. How do you disable dead code warnings at a crate level? Wonder whether I can just should we have a go with that? Can I just swap this at the top? I wonder. Not like that, I can't. Allow dead code. Add on allow as a crate level attribute. Add to the struct module function. Okay, let's add it to the function. No, I need to be above the function, surely. LSP restart. Always a good shout. No. Add allow as a crate level attribute. Notice the not. Crate level attribute. Top of your crate root. Okay, so maybe are we saying that if I put that at the top of the file? Possibly. LSP restart. No. Okay, look, I'm wasting a lot of time. I can look into that later. Well, now I will just do some of this, which I'll undo in a minute. Total defined here. Oh, no, because I am using that. It doesn't need to be mutable, is that right? No, it's unused. Oh. Variable does not need to be mutable. Okay. Yep. All right, I think that will get me in a place where I can actually run the test. And I've forgotten what I was checking for. Yeah, column 3. Column 3. Yeah, so 0 base. Do I want to make this? Do I want to do that? Maybe. It should give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think I probably want to do that. Because then if I do symbols and index into symbols with column, I should get plus asterisks, I think. I do not. Maybe it is. Yeah, that's going to be 0 based, isn't it? So yeah, let's not do that. I think this is what I want. Yeah, there we go. That's looking better. So we've got that. All right. So do I want to call it operator? Operator equals, yeah, symbols, column. All right. So we have that. We have that. Now then, inside of there, we want to iterate over each line. So for line in, and this doesn't need to be reversed, so don't think. For line in, where our line count is going to come back in. Line in 0 to line count. And then we'll dbg. Again, very small steps, checking where I am. See what, yeah, we're not using that anymore. Well, at the moment. So let's run that again. So I'm expecting, what I'm expecting, some numbers that increase. 0, 1, 2. That looks okay. And of course, we're going through 4 times. So that's all right, I think. And then another loop. So, oh, like Inception. It's not going to be the most readable or maintainable code ever written. But there we go. Just want a gold star, you know. So what am I doing here? I'm doing something with the width, aren't I? So So let's call for index because this is, we're going to pull out the value from the numbers vec at this point for index in, and this is going to be a reversed range again. So 0 to width, and we want to reverse it. Reverse. Let's see what we've got there. Check. Line. For line in. Yeah, I'm not using line anymore. So let's just check what we've got there. So what I want is, I think I want like, yeah, I'm not sure what I want here. I guess decreasing numbers from 15 essentially. Yeah. So 14. So if we do numbers index, no, that's not going to be right. We want, so here we need line. So it's going to be index multiplied by line. The line needs to be, or does it? 0 times something is always nothing. So yeah, we need that to be 1. Cannot find numbers. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because I unused it down there. I have a problem getting my finger off the shift key. So what are we going to do? Yeah, so we multiply the index being 14 as we saw before on the first pass through, times it by a line which is going to be 1, so it's going to give us 14, but then on the next pass through it's going to give us 28, which we know is wrong. Do I get rid of new lines? Is that going to make things easier? Do I get rid of new lines? I think I get rid of new lines maybe. Because this is going to give me that, and then it's going to give me, I think it's something like, it's going to give me that too, and then I'm not going to get the right numbers. I think the new lines. Did I get rid of the, how did I do that in part 1? 6 part 1. Split white space. It's not kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, shall we have a look at the methods on VEC? I want to say get rid of all of the new lines in my vec. So can we do removes and returns element position? No. Kind of want to do it in one hit if I can, or at least one method call. Try remove. Getting into some nightly only experimental API stuff. Pop if. Oh. Removes and returns. I could filter. Could do filter. Should we turn it into an iterator and filter it? Clear dedupe. Extractive. Creates an iterator which uses a closure to determine if an element in the range should be removed. Well, that might work. It might work. It might work. Should we try that? So I think we can do this. Let numbers equals numbers extractive. And then we want our closure inside of here. So what does that look like? Switching vector into even and odd numbers, reusing the original vector. Extractive, let's look at the function signature. Ooh. This is almost looks like a range, but I don't know what is this. Is this not used this before? Yeah, a range. So does double dots mean the whole thing? Let's give that a go. So double dots, I'm assuming that means for the whole thing. Whole thing. And then we'll say x, and then x equals that. Can't compare usize. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be x. Going to be that. And expected char. Oh, do I do that? How I fix that? Yeah. So now let's have a look at, we do dbg numbers. See what we got. Oh, cannot index into a value of type, blah, blah, blah. Cannot index into a value of type usize char. Oh. Cannot index into a value of type. Do we do that? Don't know if I'm changing anything here. Well, I'm just going to get the same. So this is dereferencing. Don't think that's gonna do anything. Oh, it does do. Well, yeah. Whether I've actually changed anything or not, I don't know. Yeah, getting the same thing. Cannot index into a value of type. Okay. Oh well, it's a valiant attempt. um. Okay, if the closure returns true, the element is removed from the vector and yielded. Oh. Oh, right. Extractive. So creates a vector, creates an iterator which uses a closure to determine if an element in the range should be removed. If the closure returns true, the element is removed from the vector and yielded. So am I going to get all my new lines in numbers? If the closure returns false or panics, the element remains in the vector and will not be yielded. Kind of think I want maybe to reverse, well, not reverse, negate that for starters, but that's not going to make any difference. No, still the same thing with. So let me read a bit more. Yeah, so this is just doing it. Doing the same thing, but with a while loop. Well, that would have been nice, but it looks like it only works with vecs containing certain types. Might be wrong here, just my limited knowledge. So we've got to think of another way around this. How long have we been going? I don't know whether to carry on at this point. 40 minutes. Need to solve this problem, I think. So maybe we try. Maybe we just do it with a while loop. Why not? So that would have been nice. That would have been nice. But we will go with while I is less than numbers. Copying the example code exactly. That won't work. Len end items. Do I need to end items is the length of the vec minus range start? Don't know if I need that. I don't think so. If numbers dot one equals a new line, then numbers remove I, not one. What am I talking about? cannot find value I or I in I don't even know how while loops work. I am used to it's embarrassing. Oh, and you're not going to let me select. Can't actually click on the handle in the browser scroll bar. Right, here we go. Let's go really basic. Okay, so I don't need the in. All right. I do. Oh, so do I need a? Okay, let mute I equals 0. Is that what I need? Okay. Is it all because my vec isn't indexed? It's just, well, is a vec always indexed? Can I just always remove, assuming it's got something in it, can I always just remove the thing at 0, the thing at 1? Let's have a look at the errors. So if numbers expected this to be let's go back to the example I was looking at before of the while loop. Some predicate. Okay, let's just, can I even, I'm sure I can do that, can't I? No, can't even do that. Mismatch types expected. Found a tuple. Variable does not need to be mutable. Do I even need that now? Okay, I need that now. Running one test. Oh. Ah. I think I've got, I think I've set something going. I need to go and kill. Closed term. I reckon I've got a loop going. Brilliant. Well done, Chris. I think it's probably time to stop there, and I will sort that out. And brilliant. Close term. I'm going to close that. So what have we done? Not a lot. I think we've got some for loops that might work when I get rid of the new line in the VEC. I think the new line is the thing that's causing me the problem. So yeah, I think I will stop the stream there. Go and kill that process, and then figure out how to use a while loop. And when I've done that, I'll come back and either record a video or go back on the live stream. But anyway, if you've been watching, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one.